You're coming with me to Japan. I was told that this was the best country to visit as a tourist on the entire planet, and I was sceptical because, well, it's a right ball ache to get to from the Western world, and there's a hell of a language barrier with the locals. But let's make up our minds together over a few days. We start in the chaos of Tokyo and finish in the beauty of Kyoto. We'll ride the bullet train, we'll stay at top hotels, we'll go to award-winning light shows, we'll drink whiskey with the locals, we'll eat in the best restaurants, we'll get sunburnt, we'll visit temples, and we'll be pulled through a bamboo forest by a ridiculously fit young Japanese lad. And above all else, we'll be blown away by the cleanliness of their public toilets, and all of this while jet lagged. So please come on the adventure, but let's start it back at the beginning, back at the airport. We're at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 3 for the nerds, and it's middle of the afternoon, better than that usual 4 AM rubbish that we have to go through for this post. We'll get inside, sit down, and I'll tell you the plan for this rather long journey, but don't worry, you won't have to suffer it, you'll whiz through it in a few minutes. I've got 18 hours of misery ahead. You can tell it's middle of the afternoon and I'm fully awake because I chanced my arm on an upgrade to business class, which they said, yes, of course you can upgrade to business class. It'll be £2,400, which is sort of about £180 an hour of the time I'm in my seat. So, yeah, a bit rich for my liking. So here's the plan. We're in London. Cathay Pacific, of all people, are going to be the ones charged with our safe carriage to and from Japan. We're getting on a flight here to Hong Kong, which is going to take around 12 and a half hours, and then a flight from Hong Kong to Tokyo, which is 4 hours. We are flying on the two long legs, premium economy. Get us? I know. That's because I'm doing this whole trip as a sort of a brand trip for my TikTok and my shorter form stuff, but you're not going to get involved in any of that. Don't worry, this post is not an advert, although they are sorting out all of the activities, the full itinerary. We are well and truly seeing and doing Japan. Lucky Japan. Okay, I'm mad excited about the premium economy. For those of you that don't know, premium economy is slightly more premium to normal economy, but it's nowhere near as good as business class. Cost-wise, I think it's about 50% more, 60% more, roughly. We're going to get on. I will show you everything in sort of brief detail, but I'm not going to talk to you on the plane because I don't want all of my fellow passengers thinking I'm a twat. And boom, we're in Hong Kong, a beautiful 12 and a half hours in the air that was enhanced even further by the amazing Heathrow Airport holding us up for an hour and a half on the tarmac at the start, which was really greeted with singing and cheering by all the passengers involved. Premium economy seats. Absolutely love them. You basically recline a lot further, you've got much more legroom. Still couldn't sleep on the bloody thing, everybody else was asleep. If you know how to sleep on planes and you've got a mental hack to help me, then please let me know. And no, getting blackout drunk at the airport beforehand isn't one of them. I've tried that before, it doesn't help a trip in the long run. The time currently here is about 1:30 in the afternoon, but for me it's about 7 in the morning, and like I say, I haven't slept a whole lot, and we've got a bit of travelling ahead to do. But it's fine, it's good, isn't it? I'm enjoying myself. Are you? Yeah.
The compartments so that items inside do not fall out.
And we're in Tokyo. I'm honestly excited, but I'm honestly exhausted. You've just seen the whole trip in a little montage of probably about 3 light-hearted and entertaining minutes, hopefully. But it's actually been a right hoo-ha. It's been about 20 hours. And we've got to get to the hotel as well, which is about an hour's drive away across one of the busiest cities in the world. But luckily, my hosts have arranged a car, so I'm not going to have to mess around with buses or trains or any of that in my tired state. Thank you very much. Cheers. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Oh, thank you. Let me get my bag. Yeah, have a good evening. Cheers. Oh, just run across the road. Given a little juice. Excuse me. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, this is a bit special. Let me spin you round. This is the room. 24th floor. We are cooking. We are absolutely cooking. The last time I went away, I was moaning a little bit of a minibar going on. I'm going to have to be disciplined with that. The price list is there. My kind host Sarah Lowe have left me out an assortment of goodies. And oh my God, I was complaining. There I am. Hello. Airolo up the top there. Nice of them. One of the toilets, Japanese toilets. We will come back to these. And then bathroom and everything there. Look at that. To think. The last trip you and me went on, we were in Greenland, and the hotel was utter misery, from the staff to the cleanliness to the quality of the... But that was Greenland. This is Tokyo. I know what you're thinking. How much is the room? I have no idea, but I will endeavour to find out. Okay, let's turn this light out and have a look at the view out onto Tokyo. That is insane. Oh my God. Okay, that's a little bit weird. Yeah, we are high. We are high. I mean, obviously, you know, it doesn't bother me because I'm a brave boy. I'm harder than a coffin nail when it comes to heights. But God, we are high. We are seriously high. Oh my God. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You're from London?
Yeah, just outside London. Yeah, but London.
That's the most London anthem I've heard in a while.
Surrey is, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much every...
1,000 apologies. I did that completely in the wrong order. It was absolutely chaos from the moment I got to the airport, and you weren't allowed to film going through all the customs checks, and the customs checks are severe. They don't want you bringing in any food, any drink, anything fun at all. And when I got through that, the car was there waiting for me, and she didn't speak any English at all, so I just kind of sat there quietly as we whizzed across Tokyo. Okay, I desperately need to try and get some sleep while being this high up in a city which is no stranger to earthquakes. So, yeah, I'll be fine. I will see you in the morning where we will really get going with this adventure, which for me will be in about 7 hours, but for you is now. And hello, it's the morning. Well, at least on the clock it's the morning. To me, it's now about 10 in the evening, so I'm in a right muddle. But let me spin you round, because Tokyo is wet today. Which is a problem because I thought it would be sort of sunny and that. But look at this! Tell me that's not incredible. And this room is sensational. I didn't go into it last night because I'd already sort of got into bed. But you've got all sort of mood lighting and you can tell it what lights you want. And I had it going like a disco in here before I went to sleep last night. Room absolutely amazing. Today, we are going sushi making. Don't worry, I won't tie up too much of your time with that. We're going to the fish market, which might be quite interesting. And then we're going out into sort of the night spots. We're going to go look at some bars and get the price of things and hopefully have a few drinks as well. So that's the plan for today. Let's go get some breakfast. I don't normally have breakfast, but I feel like I should. And there's a 7-Eleven as well, which I want to get some stuff for the room for. Let's get going. The breakfast in the hotel I'll show to you tomorrow because my body clock's all muddled up and I only had a piece of toast and the breakfast was amazing, so I wouldn't be doing it justice. The lovely people in the hotel said as I left, do I want to take an umbrella with me? I told them I was from London and this is what I'm used to. I was forged in the fires of this perfect weather. For those of you that care, this is where I'm staying in the city, in Shibuya or Shibuya. Like I say, do not start getting angry about my pronunciation, otherwise it's going to be a long video. We're going to go meet the other people on this trip. I don't know any of them, and as I said earlier, this is a brand trip, but this video that you and me are enjoying together now, this isn't an advert or anything like that. This is all just a vlog of my trip, and hopefully you're enjoying it. So hit subscribe and leave a comment and like and all of that kind of stuff.
But it's not only for fish, we have everything there. We will walk to the market from the sushi restaurant. Okay, it's about 10 minutes. There are many narrow streets and long queue for some.
So the good news is everybody is very, very nice. The bad news is something has just occurred to me. I'll tell you in a sec. So the issue is we're going to make sushi. I ate sushi once and I enjoyed it so much that I never ate it again. So this might come across a bit like a bush tucker trial. So jaywalking isn't allowed, so I'm guilty of that. What's the fine for jaywalking? Do you know?
No idea.
We don't know what the fine is, but yeah. Sorry. Hello. This seems quite informal. This seems fine. I was nervous that I'd be on a stage in front of everyone having to make it and then eat it, which I would do. I have been given a thing. You've got writing down yours. We don't know what it says. It could be absolutely brutal.
Hi, my name is Hasegawa.
Don't laugh. I look like I've got some kind of illness and I've been quarantined or something like that. The other thing is, not only am I not crazy about sushi, to me now it's 2 AM and I don't eat anything at 2 AM in the morning normally. So we will get through this, you and me. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I'll kill the awkwardness. Oh, yeah, thank you. I think that means quicker.
Okay.
Thank you. Normally when I'm away with you I have to worry about looking like an idiot filming in public, but luckily today I'm surrounded by people who idiots filming in public.
I am really hungry.
Yeah, it was so good. Also, I had a funny veggie option.
So literally everyone who's come up to do the sake tasting are the Europeans. Everyone else has stayed at the table. It's just the Europeans who want to get on it at 11 AM. I don't know how to use chopsticks. I've got a sake in me now, I'm fine.
Yes.
Hello. We're now in the fish market, which is ironic because I look a little bit like a trawlerman. If you come to Japan and you like fish, then you've got it made. You're not allowed to film or take photos in that bit of the fish market, but one thing I will say, the cleanliness and hygiene here, wow. Brilliant. I will do price conversions for you when I need to because I'm a nice guy, but for your own interest, at the moment the exchange rate is about 180 yen to a pound and about 140 yen to a dollar, roughly. So yeah, if you want to do the maths in your head, you're more than welcome. Well, that was £1,000 on a knife. £1,000 on a knife. You'd have to really know what you were doing in a kitchen to spend £1,000 on a knife, wouldn't you? I've just had a 1 hour sleep because my body clock is fighting for its life. So let's quickly talk about the toilet like an episode of sort of 90s Blue Peter obsessed with Japanese toilets. Here it is in its dormant state with the controller there. As you walk towards it, it knows you're here. Now the toilet seat, those lights there mean it's on. The toilet seat is heated. I can't portray that to you through it, but trust me, it's heated. Then your flush, light flush, flush. When you sit on it, a pressure sensor gets going. Water starts coming out immediately, slowly, and dripping around to keep whatever you're doing moving, which is lovely. And then once you're done, you have to be sat on it, so I cannot show you. You then have all the various cleaning modes there. If you're not sat on it, the jet that comes out there just instantly goes back in, so you can't make water sort of go everywhere. I know that you wanted me to show you water going everywhere in a hilarious way, but it can't. That's a toilet. Most of them are like that. Brilliant. Let's get out and get a few beers. So this crossing we're on now, every single green light, 1,000 people cross, apart from busy times, when 3,000 people cross the road all in one hit. And it's calm, and everyone's being polite. This is Shinjuku Station, which has 3 to 4 million people a day pass through it. There are over 200 entrances and exits, busiest train station in the world, so I'm sticking to my guide like glue. So immediately I'm greeted with horse and whale over there. So
Gotta get my friends behind the scenes like
the way that hundreds of small businesses with their electronic signs have inadvertently created really quite beautiful art is something poetic. I'm really enjoying it. And then I get twatted in the head by someone's umbrella. Oh, sorry.
In love, well, there happens to be a bed here anyway.
So
you do that, and that's the loophole around it.
Because you fell in love first.
Yeah.
So planned. It's, so this thing behind me is called a soap land, and we're in really dodgy territory with monetization now. Basically, prostitution in Japan is a bit of a grey area. Basically, anything other than intercourse is allowed. And what happens here is you go in and you have a bath or a shower with a partner, and during that time, legally, you fall in love, and then anything else can happen in exchange for money. Yeah, am I still monetized? I don't know.
all of the different there's hangers in there. Hey, put yours in here.
We had to take our shoes off for the Japanese restaurant, so I felt like Johnny Depp in Donnie Brasco, but don't worry, I didn't kick off because I wasn't wearing a wire. Oh, no one got that reference, okay. We're just going through the red light district. Filming is sort of a bit of a grey area. I'm not going to show you anything of it because I don't want this video to get into trouble. One thing I do have a bit of a problem with, and I don't mean this as a knock to our fantastic Japanese hosts at all, is the infatuation with sort of childifying the girls. Sort of, they've all got to be schoolgirls, or they've all got to sort of appear as young as possible. Don't know how I feel about that.
First is the guy we went to, the chicken place.
So we're now in the Shinjuku Golden Guy, which is a little complex of tiny little bars, over 200 of them. Let me find you one to show you. Oh no. That's about £1.20 a song, £1.10 a song maybe. Is it good value? Well, that's up to you and how much you want to sing. Ryan, it's just the two of us again. Some people have gone back to the hotel, some people have gone off on their own, but I want to have a couple of drinks just with you. So let's find a bar which has a seat, which is harder than it sounds because they are so small.
I would love this. Imagine the kids are getting this place.
That was Deathmatch in Hell, a tiny heavy metal bar that apparently people come all the way to Tokyo especially for. If you did come all the way here especially for that, you would be disappointed, but drinks were about £3.50 each, which is fine by me. I'm enjoying myself now, but £8. £8. Yeah, no, I'm the same. Osmo Pocket 3, yeah. And then thank you is
Arigato.
Arigato. Yeah, I'm destroying that. I'm absolutely. Everyone that I'm saying that to is looking at me like I've set their house on fire.
With the British accent.
Yeah. Arigato. How am I doing? Arigato.
Pretty good.
Oh, you're just saying that. Just shut me up.
Arigato.
Arigato. It's 1 a.m. That glass of Japanese scotch was about £12. We should really get going back to the hotel. No, we can't. No. You want to go into a karaoke bar? Okay, well, just quickly. Nobody knows. A little more upbeat.
Well, I don't know if mine you guys can sing, but you guys can.
No. We are.
Started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this?
We do have a slight problem. It's now 20 to 3 in the morning, and I have to be up to go to the team labs. No, it's fine. At 7:30, but it's fine. We'll roll with it. What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing. Hey Phil, we're drinking.
We're drinking. Cheers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Cheers. We're back at the hotel. It's 3:30 a.m. Am I proud of what I did tonight? Absolutely not. But did I have a good time? Yes, it was amazing. I met all sorts of interesting people. So we will go up to the room and we will have 4 hours sleep. And then we'll be straight back at it. So I will see you in the morning, which for me is 4 hours from now, but for you is now. And way, you join me about 3.5, maybe 4 hours later, and I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm going to hand some washing in to reception. We're going to grab a little bit of breakfast. I might not be able to show you breakfast again because we have half an hour until we're due to go to this gallery thing, Team Labs, which is sort of light and music and water. Apparently it's very, very good. You'll see it. How do I feel? Fresh as a daisy. I'm good. I'm fit, ready and raring to go. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Whoa, get you, your mama too, and your daddy. Look at this weather. It's absolutely gorgeous. Phil, where are we going when the meeting point is back at the hotel? Well, we're just nipping round to the 7-Eleven where I'm going to get a tactical Ready B. A little bit of a Red Bull. I deploy Red Bull in the most dire of circumstances, and believe me, this is a dire circumstance.
Yeah. Whatever you guys want.
Oh no, they're brilliant.
Very dark and then there's no wood.
Okay, so we're at a thing called Wonder Labs. I had a choice of 3 things I could do this morning. One was Mario Kart, driving little carts dressed as a character of Mario around the streets of Tokyo. Well, I wasn't going to do that because filming would have been very, very tricky. The second was a sumo ceremony, which I did really want to do, but you couldn't film or talk during it, so what would be the point? So Wonder Labs is kind of this insane art gallery, which we will discover together. Let's enjoy it. Sorry, do I seem hungover? I'm not.
Rooms are hard to find.
Oh. Wowee. Okay, I'll peel back the curtain on making these little videos. I only have a tiny little viewfinder down here, like a little screen, so I don't fully know what comes across well on camera and what doesn't. This is spectacular. This is wild. This is insane. If they put one of these in London, it would make £1 billion a day. It would make £1 billion a day. It's that good. I don't know how well it's coming across to you guys, but it's spectacular. Oh my days. So the routine seems to be you walk into a new room, you both say to each other, this is a bit crap, this isn't as good as the other rooms, and then it all lights up and you're completely blown away again. We're now completely lost. Another thing that I haven't told you is there's a smell in each room as well. They pump in a smell. I probably should have told you that, but I just kind of thought, oh, you're here with me, you can smell it. I'm an idiot. So we just checked because we had those tickets given to us. They're $28 to go in. If you come to Tokyo, a better $28 cannot be spent. Well, I don't know, you might be able to find something, but brilliant. If we got an earthquake in the UK, it would be chaos. Oh, yeah, it would be chaos. I've just had a 45-minute nap, a shower and change because we're going out to do a scavenger hunt for the best ramen in Tokyo, which is really exciting. Or it would be, but I can't stand ramen.
Basically, the tools that will give you the next stop on your ramen adventure. Questions are the tools that you need to get to your next location.
They were the little Mario Kart things that were one of my options to do this morning. Instead I went to Team Labs. I feel like I made the right decision.
Hello, welcome to stop 2.
It's cool, it's cool, and that's my one and my one. I'm as good at origami as I am at eating ramen, so yeah.
To scan the barcode and what comes up. Oh wait, I'm not. Like the Asian London.
How big is his chopsticks?
Huh? No.
As usual, I'm not going to eat on camera because there's only 5 people on the planet that look good eating on camera, and none of them work for the BBC. Hello. Oh, whose bag is this?
Oh, is that mine?
No, it was. Thank you. There's an old saying that you've probably heard, which is social awareness is a sign of intelligence, and with that in mind, the Japanese are very, very clever people, says the idiot walking down a busy high street talking to a camera. As a bit of a debrief, the ramen scavenger hunt ended up being fine. I got on with the ramen okay. I didn't need 4 portions of it, but I got through it, and I didn't show myself eating it because it's not a glamorous thing to show yourself eating. Anyway, it's now 9 o'clock and we've got to be up in a few hours because you and me have got a bullet train to catch to Kyoto, where we're going to see some bamboo, some temples, and maybe some samurai. So for me, it will be about 7 or 8 hours, but for you, the morning will be now. And it's 6:30 in the morning. I've been awake since 3 a.m. because my body clock is an absolute mess, but I'm in a good mood. Let me spin you round. Look at this. Tokyo popping off. I didn't see the stadium sort of over there, but look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. But our time in this hotel is now up, and we transfer to another. And my God, do we transfer to another on the Shinkansen, the bullet train. Shinkansen to Kyoto, then a market in Kyoto. Everybody I'm with is obsessed with the markets. That's fine. We will go through around another market. And then to the bamboo forest and the temple. And then another hotel in Kyoto tonight. I'm excited now. Oh yeah, and I have found out the cost of the hotel. Pause the video and put a guess in the comments at how much you think this room costs a night. Have you done it? Okay, $500 roughly. It's about $500 a night. Not cheap. So I'm very grateful to Aerono. Thank you to them. Actually, that wasn't sincere enough. I'm bloody grateful to Aerono. Like I say, this YouTube video is not sponsored by it. I'm here doing other things with them, but it's unbelievable. And I am excited about today. Hopefully you are too. Hit subscribe if you don't already. Make sure the bell icon is on and hit like and, you know, all the admin on YouTube. It really helps out. Oh, my Lyft host is telling me to get off. Oh, it's like being back on a school trip.
Look at this.
Look at this! It's a bit bougie, isn't it?
With the curtain.
I assume it's full time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Tokyo Station is massive, but this main entrance behind me here is just for the Emperor and the Empress. They're the only ones who can go in and come out of this one. For those of you that don't know, that's like their royal family. I don't know whether they get all gushy and angry over their royals like we do over ours. So there's about 25 of us here, and they're all very young and cool, and I seem to be the only one who is this excited to go into a train station on a train, which is fine. That's fine. They got all very excited about the food yesterday. I couldn't have cared less. We are where we are. So it's like you go around Japan and you get a stamp at all the different places.
Yeah, they have them in like all the tourist information centres, all of the train stations, and like any like big like tourist hubs. So I got this one, for example, in the museum the other day, and then that was from the fish market. They're cute.
I am the most impatient person on the London Underground with tourists, but today the tables have turned. Absolutely insane. Look at that. Now I've got to be really careful that I don't just nerd out at you for about half an hour on the Shinkansen, but they don't run late, they don't get into accidents. In all of the decades they've been running, no one has ever died, there's been no derailing or anything like that. The safety systems that are in place for these things, despite how fast they go, are obscenely comprehensive. They are the only trains that run on their lines. They're dedicated lines. They don't interact with roads at all. No level crossings, no sort of low bridges or anything like that. So there's very few outside factors. They also have incredibly intelligent sensors along the tracks that sort of can feel an earthquake before it starts. So if an earthquake is going to happen while it will stop the train before the earthquake really takes effect. So you're not going to be whizzing along at 200 miles an hour and thrown off the track. Sorry, this has all got a little bit nerdy, hasn't it? Don't worry, we'll be in Kyoto soon and we can talk about samurai and bamboo.
We'll be stopping.
I'm the biggest player then.
We're getting a bit of speed up now. She's whipping along. Apparently these are the first class seats. The economy seats are 3 across on either side. There's Mount Fuji, but it is completely obscured, but I tried. Got a little light there, you can see. There's a member of staff who keeps going up and down the first class to sort of see if anyone needs anything, and as she leaves the carriage each time, she turns around, even though no one's looking, and does a little bow back at the carriage. It's impressive. It's our stop next, and we have 60 seconds to get off. If we don't get off in 60 seconds, then we're whizzing along at 200 miles an hour for another 100 miles along the coast. So, yeah, time to switch on. Kyoto! Kyoto! Oh my god, she has been trusted with godlike power. She could lead us anywhere. The sun is beating down in Kyoto. I want to be here for at least an hour before I moan to someone about how hot I am, but I don't think I'm going to last that long.
Right after you told me about him.
Big temple's headquarters.
A Japanese whiskey shop there after the damage the Japanese whiskey did to me the other evening. I'm giving it a wide berth. It's back to just you and me again for an hour now. We're in Nishiki Market, which we will have a walk around. It's all very, very nice.
Oh, yo.
This is far more touristy than I was expecting. Lots of little sort of gift shops and knickknacks. Hello! Yeah, everything's sort of labelled in... thank you. Everything's labelled, not doing very well here, everything's labelled in English and sort of you know exactly what it is you're eating, which in Japan is quite rare. Yeah, tourist central, which is fine. Everybody's still being polite. Oh, that's quite interesting. An announcement just came out over the PA saying if you buy food here, you either eat it in the shop that you buy it from or just in front of the shop. You don't walk down eating it, which some people were. And I think I've said to you before, in Japan, it's not the done thing to walk along the road eating stuff. They don't like it. The food here is right up my street, though. It's all on sticks. Anything that's barbecued and on a stick is fine by me. It's lovely. The atmosphere, the products, the people. Yep, 10 out of 10. There's a lot of Europeans, tourists, a lot of Americans, and some of the shops are really, really cool. I'm genuinely trying to keep it all at arm's length because I'm sort of not here to spend money, and there are some really fun things that I want to buy. And I don't often get the desire to buy things, so yeah, it's a credit to Nishiki Market. One thing I should have said is a lot of shops in Japan, if you show your passport and you're a foreigner, you don't need to pay the sales tax. Those shops have signs at the front saying tax free. So you carry your passport. Sales tax in Japan is about 10%. Some stuff is 8%, but most stuff is about 10%. There you go. I'm being a proper tour guide for you. Who would like to go to a bamboo forest and a temple? Okay, well, tough. You're going to.
And then also the aristocrat. Or the court paper for the Arashiyama.
Wow.
It's a wooden.
Okay, so apparently we're getting rickshaws up the hill. Some of the female companions of mine on this trip are getting a little bit giggly. They're checking their hair. There's a lot of playing with hair going on. As we walk towards, let me spin you around and show you. Some of the girls are nervous that their boyfriends are going to be watching this, but they're here working. They're waving at us. Even I'm going a bit weak at the knees. And I'm a somewhat happily married heterosexual middle-aged man. So, hello.
Look at this guy's legs.
Yeah, he is absolutely stacked. We're 85 kilos each. We have joked with him about how they all hide when they hear American accents, but I won't crack that joke on here because it's rude.
You married?
No, I'm 21.
21?
Oh, wow.
Very good. Stay single. Better. Look, everyone with a wife is not happy here.
Indonesia.
Malaysia, also like. Selamat datang.
For anyone wondering, Tom is a proper global traveller. How many countries now?
160, yeah.
160 countries, so yeah.
It's been a while around the world.
Yeah.
Come on.
Should you want to do this, and for 2 people for half an hour, it's about $140.
But yeah, you get away from the tourist trail, I would almost want to say. I mean, it's just there.
Oh, beautiful. We've been taken off on a little side path that you get as part of the tour, away from the hordes of tourists. It is quite touristy. Although Bamboo is beautiful, people want to see it.
Konnichiwa! Konnichiwa girls, how are you?
Yeah, no. Oh, I should probably say it's about 30 degrees. I always forget to give you the temperature. It's about 30 degrees centigrade. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit because I'm not American and I'm under 70.
Good. Smile. Stands of stick. Sticked? No.
Stuck.
Stuck.
Oh no, thank you so much. I did enjoy the rickshaw ride, but I did find it a little bit awkward. Being with Tom though is a lot of fun because he can pretty much guess anybody's nationality and has a good few phrases of their local dialect and wants to use it at will.
You know, the ones after we go into the garden, that would...
We were just discussing UNESCO World Heritage Sites because this is one, and in the UK we've got a few. How does somewhere become a UNESCO World Heritage Site? We were speculating money, corruption.
Yeah. Oh,
we're not saying that.
Corruption.
We're not saying that. If something's a few thousand years old and beautiful,
Well, I 100% agree with that because I went around the world to so many fantastic sites and they were not World Heritage, and I was like, wait, this doesn't...
Yeah.
Because they were in Pakistan, in Iran, you know, you think...
Yeah.
It's weird sometimes.
And then you go somewhere like Liverpool and it's like a World Heritage Site and it's like 100 years old and no one cares about it. I mean, people do care about Liverpool. Let's not get into that. Tourists love Bamboo. Honestly, they can't get enough of it. Bamboo, there's money in it. Yes, I do want to hire a boat. No, I'm not going to. It's about 12 quid, 13 quid, I think. Yeah, no life jackets, but we won't drag them up on it.
You send it to them.
We're now on the famous wooden bridge, which doesn't feel that wooden as buses bounce across it, but it is beautiful. Busy, but beautiful. There's lots of boyfriends taking artistic photos of their girlfriends, and because I'm a semi-professional, I offered to take a photo of both of them together, but then it turns out no. The 2 ladies over there didn't want a photo with their boyfriend, they wanted a photo of them on their own with the beautiful backdrop in their pretty dresses, which is fine. They're ashamed of their boyfriends.
Landscapes.
We're now 3 days into this trip. We're all pretty tired. There are creators from all over the world. We've got a 45-minute coach journey and we've decided to talk about religion. Hello. Okay, it's another banging hotel room. Let me spin you around so we can have a look. This is the Ace Hotel in Kyoto. I will get a price for you when I can. Aerolo have left me more things, which is unbelievable of them. Look at this technology and the view. There's a record player down here, and they've even given us some records: hip hop, jazz, rock. And apparently, yeah, so I might have a play with that. The view outside is not, there is no view outside, but that's fine. TV, room service, bar, water. Oh, look at that, water in a non-recyclable thing. Then these are all part of the, what have we got in here? Oh, look at that, Brooklyn lager. We'll have a look at the costs of that in a bit. And then bathroom, there I am, hello. I think it is IHG Group again, because the toilet is exactly the same as what we had at the previous one with this contraption here, so I know what I'm doing there. There you go. If you like tours of hotel rooms, which I know a lot of people do, this is the Ace Hotel in Kyoto. Oh, I don't know. Give me an hour and I'll decide what we're doing this evening. One thing I can't get my head around in Japan is tipping, because you read anything and you speak to anyone who travels and they all say, no, you don't tip, they take offence by it. But the moment you forget and you try and tip, the waiting staff or whoever's provided a service is fully routine at taking the tip off you and is all smiles and thank you very much. There doesn't seem to be any offence being taken on their part. If anything, it's gratitude. Your guess is as good as mine as to whether you tip in Japan or not. If you know, then maybe let everyone else know in the comments. Now apparently jaywalking is a thing here, so although I want to be just on the other side of the road there, I've had to walk all the way up here like a simpleton to cross at a crossing because I can't be trusted not to get run over, even though I've managed to get to this stage of life without getting run over. Now where am I going? Here I'm going, in here.
Wales. Wales.
England.
Next to England.
The sweet one is very nice.
Yes.
We're trying a couple of the dry ones.
Yeah, I should really get something. I quite enjoyed it when I tasted it, when we did the tasting the other day. It's actually
52 plus 2 joker and 2 commercial card, 56 card. With touch one please, touch one please, only touch one. It is one by one.
Okay.
One by one. I will say this card. I will say no.
What have you done here?
No.
What have you done there?
Do you know? Where is your card now?
If it's in my pocket, I will.
No.
What? Where is it?
You don't understand?
Where is it?
You can see? Tell the truth. Maybe? Look.
Oh, in the... Okay, right, go on.
Check please.
No.
Surely no.
No.
One card.
Oh, fuck off.
So, like I already.
We are absolute cliches. We are.
Apparently, we are the first and second most common English people in the world.
Well, I'm confused. I wouldn't have picked them because I'm Welsh.
No, you're Welsh. You would have.
I would have picked different ones.
You would have picked the 13 of Imans or something like that. I don't know, like.
Oh yeah.
So excited about it until I.
Well, she's joined again.
Imitation.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't move, please. I'm Shigezo.
And the bar.
BLG. Just a moment.
Okay.
Please advertise.
To give you the summary, because I don't think you're going to have the full sort of 8 minutes of the magic show, but this bar here, just gave us a cracking magic show, and Cara gave a card to him that signed, and he disappeared off. He played with us, he toyed with us, he had us exactly where he wanted us, and then he went down the other end of the bar to a sealed bag, and Cara's signed card was in that, so goodness knows how it happened. Now, going back to the jaywalking conversation I had with you on the way over, now this is the problem, because we are now several beers in, so every inch of my body just wants to walk directly across the rather mundane and quite easily passable road, but I don't want to be given a £500 fine, so I am going to use the crossing. Well, I'm exhausted, but tomorrow Kyoto and maybe some samurai, so I'll see you in the morning, which for me is about 7 hours away, but for you is now. And good morning. Let's go get some breakfast, I think, whichever one it is, 3. Today, it's you, me and Kyoto for about 7 hours, which is a bit overwhelming. The sun is out, because there's a lot to do in Kyoto, but nothing that big. So I think it might be one of those days where we're in comfortable shoes. Hello. Awkward. And we just do a lot of walking. So let's get breakfast first. Oh yes, I like Kyoto, and the Ace Hotel in Kyoto, amazing, absolutely incredible. I looked it up, it's about $250 a night, which is brilliant. There are a lot of Americans there though, which is fine. We've got a full day in Kyoto, which is quite a big city, and there's a lot of history and there's a lot to see and do. So I've got my comfortable shoes on, I've got my hat because it's going to be an absolute scorcher. Well, for most people in the world it's not a scorcher, it's just a nice sunny day, but for this pale-skinned Brit it's lethally sunny. So hat, camera, let's go see what we can see. Why is jaywalking a problem? Well, in the UK, we just stroll out into the road whenever the mood takes us, wherever you are, whether it be a village, a city, or anything in between, anywhere goes. There are crossings, and we've got things called zebra crossings as well, but here, no jaywalking at all, although cycling on the pavement is absolutely fine, whereas in the UK, cycling on the pavement as an adult is a bit of a no-no. That's how people get seriously hurt. So Japan, I think it needs to take a long, hard look at itself. Let people just stroll out into the road. What's the worst that could happen there? And stop people cycling on the pavement. That tower over there, just behind the stunning temple, is what I want to go up. A quick disclaimer, as always with these posts, I can't give you a full history lesson on anywhere I go, because otherwise this whole video would just be a 3-hour marathon on me regurgitating Wikipedia pages. But the long and the short of Kyoto is, it used to be the capital of Japan. It used to be where the emperor lived. It's like the Buddhist capital. There are temples and palaces everywhere. All of those old Japanese films and the samurai and stuff like that, most of that was centered around Kyoto. And it's an absolute tourist hotspot, not just for people from all over the world, but people from Japan as well. They all come here. In fact, the people from Kyoto still think they are the capital city. They have this joke saying that the emperor is just in Tokyo on a business trip and he hasn't come back yet. We're going up to the 11th floor. I don't actually know how much this is going to cost. I didn't check. Well, and it's not that high a tower, so I don't know what we're going to see. It was £5 to come up. Absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. Beautiful city. Now those hills over there are the ones that I want to walk up later, because there's waterfalls and all sorts, but I don't think it's going to be possible because we've got to be back tonight and they're further away than they look. So we'll go over to those temples and palaces and then see what's what. I've just got back down to ground level and I feel a bit queasy, I feel a bit seasick, and a couple of Aussies were saying the same, so I spoke to them. Apparently the tower sways a bit in the wind, but you don't really feel it when you're up there. I guess it's engineered like that for earthquakes or whatever. And yeah, so now I'm back down on terra firma, on ground level. I've got to sort of re-find myself. Well, these gardens were £4 to get into, which is absolutely fine, but not quite the bargain of the tower, I don't think. I'm going to say it, as a tourist user experience, Japan is the best place I've ever been. Several people said it to me before I came, and I thought they were just waffling, as the kids would say, but it's brilliant. It feels safe, it's so clean, it's hygienic. Granted, there is a little bit of a language barrier, but everybody here is so tech savvy that if it gets too cringeworthy, you will just use Google Translate, even with older members of the public. Why? Why are we waiting there? Seriously, the road is about 6 foot wide. We can look. Just look and see if there's a car coming and go. Why do we have to lose 30 seconds of our life standing there? Christ alive, we've left the organised calm of the city and we're in the touristy chaos now, because this hillside, temples are 10 a penny. You couldn't throw a tennis ball without hitting a temple up here, so everybody comes to get their photo. That's interesting. All of those women at the temple yesterday wearing those beautiful kimonos, and there are a few of them here today taking photos of each other in front of the temples, hire the kimonos from shops nearby. I didn't see that yesterday. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I just spoke to 4 American girls. The kimonos cost about between $30 and $50 to hire. So yeah, if you want to put one on to have a photo taken in front of a temple, whether you be a female or a male or anything in between, then knock yourself out. Some absolute weapon is bringing a little truck up the walkway here, causing chaos. Now, everything you're seeing here are new buildings which were put up to basically separate tourists from their money. These are not part of the original temple complex. Oh, this is absolutely perfect. This gives you an idea of the scale of the complex and how many temples and shrines there are knocking around in this sort of one side of Kyoto. We're not going to go into all of them. Again, you can see how much there is going on, how much history there is here. This is sort of all the touristy bit that we've been in here. Sort of that was the hellscape of all the crowds. And I've made the decision I'm not going to film inside any of the temples and shrines, because they are incredibly holy to the Buddhist community and they don't need a sort of overweight, sunburnt, white British bald fella bouncing around with a camera making flippant remarks. We will just enjoy them from the outside as far as this video goes. I don't know why I'm concerned about being respectful. Literally anybody with a decent camera and a card reader is making money out of the temples. Considering they're not very big people, and in the olden days everyone used to be smaller, they did build very, very big steps. For a country that is so clean and so efficient, their overhead cabling really is the stuff of a madman's nightmares. I'm getting fed up of every time I come to the road standing there like a second-class citizen waiting for the permission of an illuminated green man before I can cross the road. I'm fleet of foot and quick of mind. I can outwit and outmove any traffic. I do it day in, day out in my home nation. Now really I need another day in Kyoto because there's the old Imperial Palace and the castle as well. There's so much history here. It's unbelievable. We're going to go to the Samurai Museum instead because I've seen all the temples. I'm getting a bit bored of the outside of buildings. I want to see some armour and some swords. I'm a red-blooded male. Sue me. Let me know what this is in the comments. What is it? Hang on. It was about £16 or £17 to get in for the normal experience. They wanted to upsell me to an interactive experience for £41, which I would have done, but we've got a dinner reservation in a couple of hours and I would have had to put all the kit on and start waving a sword about, which I promised the judge I would never do again. What's going on? Third floor.
Samurais, they use this naginata instead of samurai swords, since samurai swords are too heavy for them. Only the grow up samurais like. This is the main weapon. Samurai is the main weapon. Correct? Right. Work. Like once you finish, please pass it around, okay?
So apparently the samurai were tiny, 4.5 to 5 foot on average, so I would have been roaming around like a giant on the battlefield. They would have treated me like some kind of god, or they would have targeted me like a freak and I would have been dead within the first minute of the battle. Oh, thank you.
With your fingers. Please also make sure everybody finish throwing ninja stars. Then pick up your ninja stars shurikens. Like, don't throw me, don't throw each other, alright? Thank you!
That was quite fun. Okay, that was quite fun. Quite enjoyed that. Well, the Samurai Museum's got a cracking business model. They get you in, they make you laugh, they entertain you, they educate you. You genuinely have quite a good time for about an hour, and then they put you into a gift shop where they say, you know that thing that you've just been obsessed with for the last hour that you think is really cool? Yep, you can buy one, and they're not as expensive as you think, but they are effectively cheap replicas. You can buy the original swords, the like ones actually from history, and they range from $2,000 or $3,000 up to $1 million that they can sort of potentially source for you, and then you have to wait 6 weeks for the paperwork to go through, and then they ship it to you, and you get all of the certificates of authenticity with them. You're basically buying an antique. Yeah, they've got their business model. If you come to Kyoto for the sake of an hour, it's fine. Oh, and I just spoke to a couple of people who did the ninja experience, sort of the one which was about £42, and you do another hour, and they said it was really, really good and enjoyable, but I don't have the time for that. We've got a dinner reservation. Hey Phil, where are we off to for dinner? No idea. Aerolo have sorted it, so it's going to be flash. I think we won't be too ambitious.
Whoa!
I did tell you it would probably be flash. I said to you they booked it would be flash. We are, I'm fished out. You're not fished out yet. But 4 days of this, I'm fished out. We just had Wagyu though, that was just lovely. I'll have Wagyu all day long. You went to a ramen restaurant last night and just ordered chicken and rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Japanese food, fine. Absolutely fine. But you don't need it all the time.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely.
But I suppose I've come to Japan, so...
I have raw salmon for breakfast or lunch.
Well, raw, yeah, raw
like salmon on toast.
Yeah, salmon I can do. There we go. Yes, yes. Bit of steak, finally. Bit of steak. 4 days of fish. 4 days of... That's why you're having fish for breakfast. I was so excited. I was so excited to get steak that I started eating it straight away.
Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah. That's pudding. Would a chocolate brownie have been too much to ask for? I guess I feel spoilt because we had steak. I'm up in 5 hours for a 25-hour journey home, which I'm excited about, but you can't wait 5 hours, so you get to enjoy it now. Good news! My body clock is now adjusted to Japanese time. And on literally the night that I go back, I've just done the maths in the 1.5 hour car journey over to the airport in Osaka, and I think I've had, since last Saturday, and it's Saturday now, I've had 21 hours sleep. Not complaining, it's not like working down a coal mine. Of course, check-in, security and immigration moved like absolute clockwork at Osaka Airport. It's Japanese. I think the reason everything here just works, everything here is just clean, everything here is on time, is people show up to work. People come to work and they do their job for the whole shift. Everybody is work. I don't know. Maybe I'm stereotyping, but everything here is damn efficient. Hey Phil, what's the journey home? Well, that's a great question. We're now in Osaka in the south of Japan. It's about 7 in the morning. At 9 in the morning, our plane, which I think is that one over there, takes off, and 4 hours in the air to Hong Kong, where we then have a 1 hour 10-minute layover, which is a bit tight for my liking, but Cathay Pacific seem to have the changeovers all sorted, and providing we take off on time, we should be okay. Then after that very short layover, we then are on a plane to London Heathrow, which is just over 14 hours, although we are back in premium economy at that point, so a level of luxury that neither me or maybe you are used to. And no, I don't recommend coming all the way to Japan from the UK for just 4 days. We are where we are, it's how my diary worked out. We move with it, and ultimately I'll catch up on sleep when I get home.
Please, passengers are
The 4-hour flight done, I got off the plane, sprinted across Hong Kong airport, and I got to the gate before my 14-hour flight with about 12 minutes to spare. So thank you very much, Cathay Pacific, for that amount of room for error. Japan, it's brilliant, but my God, is it far away. Could we swap Japan and France? I think that would be a fair trade. $14 hours we're going to have to spend on this flight, and people are queuing up. They're queuing up waiting to get on. They're jostling for position. We're all allocated a seat. It's not going anywhere. Maybe it's the luxury of the premium economy lifestyle I now enjoy that's gone to my head. I've never seen an Air China plane that looks safe. That was a brutal couple of flights. Cathay Pacific did their bit. They made it as comfortable as I think it could be, but yeah, Japan, long way away. Christ alive, this is me absolutely exhausted now. That was a hell of a way to spend 22 hours. To be honest, it was a hell of a way to spend 6 days. And I've still got to get home from the airport. I haven't even thought about how I'm going to do that. I'll probably just book a taxi. But you don't need to worry about that. Your shift is done. I'd heard only amazing things about visiting Japan. I'd heard so many good things about visiting Japan. I thought, I'm probably going to hate it because that's just kind of the person I am. I didn't. I loved it, and it mainly comes down to the people. They're just brilliant. They're just polite, friendly, socially aware. The place is so clean. It's reasonably priced by sort of Western standards. I love the way how you walk around over there, and they just have slightly different ways of doing things that it's just a brilliant place. The downside is it's in trek away. It is miles away. So I will be back, but I don't know when. I can't thank you enough for watching. I genuinely appreciate it in my tired state, and if you don't already, please consider hitting subscribe, leave a comment and hit like, and there's a bell icon as well so you get notified whenever I'm just really tired. Whenever I upload a video. Where am I going next? I don't know, but I'll figure that out once I've had some sleep and I've eaten something that isn't fish.